So good to see
Hi,
you.
good to
It
see
really
you
is.
too.
Big night tonight.
Yeah, really big.
Yeah.
Biggest night of the tour.
Wow.
Yeah, 19,000 tonight.
Does that kind of put extra pressure, or you just think, no, it doesn't matter, I can't see anybody, it'll be fine?
I think actually now it's the smaller shows because they're more, you can actually see people.
Exactly, when it's big,
and see people's expressions. But the bigger shows are so cool to do. It's always really surreal.
Oh,
yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah.
And Army, the new single.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a love letter to your fans, but also to your best pal.
Yeah, it's been amazing to have that one person.
No,
just
definitely,
with me.
because also, not that you ever would be, but if you showed any signs of being a diva, Hannah would say, come on, behave, because she's known you for ages, and also to have that, she's that person you could call up at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
You might not have to, but how nice to know.
Oh no, I do often. I do often
have
to. She would never let me do anything diva. She would literally veto it straight away.
No, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
So anything that's bothering you, you can go to Hannah.
Exactly.
Anything, anything at all, any boyfriend problems, anything like that,
Yeah.
anything that's annoying you. It's so important to have that.
Yeah.
And how did she feel about you writing the song for her?
She when I first told her, she didn't really. She didn't think about it too much. She was like, oh, cool, okay.
Yeah.
But then when she heard it, we were on our way, I think, to a festival, and we played it really loud in the car, and she just, like, burst into tears, and then kept thinking about it throughout the day and just randomly bursting into tears.
That's
it is, yeah, it is, like, quite a, you know, it's a very honest song about her and our friendship, and I think she's happy about it.
Good.
Yeah.
No, I bet she is. What a lovely thing. That's going to last forever and ever. It's just so good. So, gearing up to the Grammys, obviously the middle of the tour as well, but the Grammys, that's a big deal, isn't it? That's a big night.
Yeah, it's the first time I've been nominated. I've been before, and it's an amazing night. But I'm also performing, so it's quite scary. America is just a whole other game with music, and so I'm going out there in a few days, and it's going to be a hectic week, but they have parties and stuff, so I'm sure it'll be balanced out.
But it's that kind of thing of you're not performing in a sense to fans, it's your peers, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's people, and you know, there's that worry that they're all sitting there going, okay, girl, show us what you've got, you know.
Yeah, it is scary in that respect, but you know, I want to prove myself and sing a song that I'm so proud of and so proud to sing and perform.
Good for you.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Good. And what about you and your lovely man Dougie, who we know from McFly, of course? Been going out for a wee while. Do you get to see each other at all? Because you're just like, just performing.
Not
so
much.
It's kind of like on Skype,
no,
leaving each other wee messages here and there.
Yeah, he's out in LA. He's working really hard. He's doing all sorts of things. He's started acting, which is amazing, and he's a complete natural. So I'm really excited to see what comes of that. Yeah, you know, we figure it out, we work it out. We're pretty realistic with things, and we're pretty sensible about it, so we just see each other when we can.
No, of course, absolutely. Yeah. And then, you know, eventually, I'm sure the two of you will settle down at some point, but you don't need to, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's just that kind of time that's everything sort of becomes up in the air, and you don't know what's
You're
gonna...
so busy.
Yeah,
so busy.
yeah, but you know, at some point maybe.
Yeah. You know what? One of the drawbacks, we always say this, the internet is a great place, social media is a great place, but it can be silly as well. And you've had a few of that. You've had that. Remember that crazy thing about you had to get a drip, or you had to get, what was that? It was to give you and the guys a wee bit of a boost because you were tired. And then that turned into a mad story that was all a bit crazy. What was the truth about that?
Well, I asked my band and crew, who were absolutely exhausted, because I have to remember, when I fly into somewhere early, I know they've had to get there before me and set everything up.
Of course.
And we had a period before Christmas that was so crazy that I said, do you want like a boost, like some kind of vitamin boost? And I've heard about it a lot through different musicians and people on the road. And so I did that, and I personally I had one once, like a drip to try and make me feel less exhausted, and I really didn't like it. It made me feel really strange. So I didn't have one. I've never had one since. And then there was something saying that I replaced meals.
With a drip.
Yeah,
which is mad.
Which is just like, my friends just burst out laughing when they read it, because they know I love food so much. Like, if I didn't exercise, I'd probably be in trouble, the amount of food that I
But you do
eat.
exercise. You're a very, very healthy girl. You know, you really are. I mean, you do runs, you do all kinds of things.
Oh, God, there I am.
But you look fantastic. And,
Thank you.
But that must be really annoying when it's something like that and you think, but because you've got a lot of, especially young girls that look up to you and you don't want them to think that that's the way ahead, that you don't eat and you have one of these daft things.
I feel like I've become, you know, a lot of girls write to me and message me asking for help about getting fit and what to eat, and I'd like to think you know, I can inspire people a little bit in that area. So for something like that.
You were annoyed, and I'm not surprised.
I was annoyed. Yes, I was definitely annoyed. It's just a shame because I've built up so much kind of positivity with girls being fit and healthy and strong and eating well, but also not being really hard on yourself and not allowing yourself to have a little thing. Because I mean, at the moment I'm eating chocolate and Ellie every day.
I've had 5 pancakes. I've just had 5
I just tweeted send pancakes. I'm desperate for pancakes.
I know. I think as long as it's all about moderation, isn't it? Love
absolutely.
It really is,
absolutely.
and it's so important. It's so important.